this is a great way to end the Gallagher Charity Classic. We have a very special guest here, Nick Ehlers. And well, first of all, Nick, Winnipeg is so happy to see you because that means the start of another hockey season with Winnipeg Jets. But I guess you're excited to be back too?
Yes, I am. I think everyone on the team is pretty excited to be back. The summer was a little too long, so it's nice.
But you did get to travel. You did some traveling?
Yes, I did a lot of traveling because the summer was a little longer this year. You know, I enjoyed my summer. The weather was good, and I got to see my family and friends, so yeah.
Well, that's so important. And today, you know, talking about the charity for the golf tournament, the True North Youth Foundation, and you've really become a good spokesperson for the program, and you've really become involved. So let's talk a little bit about that, about your experience being involved with the True North Youth Foundation.
Well, it's been great. You know, I think it was my first or second year where Mark Stewart kind of brought me into it. And since then, I've been doing more and more each year, and it's awesome. You know, it's not like I'm doing a lot. It's not like I'm doing something absolutely crazy, but you can see that the kids that we go and talk to and visit in classes and stuff like that, it means a lot to them, and you can see that. So. You know, you try and go out there and you know, talk to them about life, about everything, and see how it's going. And it's been a lot of fun, and it's not just me. You know, we got a couple of guys on the team that do it as well. So it's awesome.
And you know, even talking about that, Nick, I mean, you're a recognizable name. You're a recognizable face now in the city. And what comes with it is a lot of responsibility. So when you're saying, you know, like you're making such an impact, not only in adults, I want to know about you in hockey, but for the young kids, how have you changed in this whole kind of role model, I guess?
I think, you know, when I started this with Mark, it was. You know, I was just trying to get into it and see what was actually happening and what they were doing and what they were trying to achieve with it. Right. And I think that everyone who is working with this program as well from our team is learning from it as well. Like cool. I think that I don't know if I'm teaching the kids very much, but I'm getting out there, and like I said, I'm talking to them. We're having fun. We do all these kind of small things together, and you know, talking about it makes me think about it more as well, and makes me learn from it. So it doesn't just help the kids; it works on adults too. Yeah.
Well, and I mean, even now, I mean, the pressures that you guys are under. And I mean, you've talked about this, but how do you now cope with the pressures and, I mean, injuries or anything like that now? I mean, it does take its toll.
It for sure does. You know, my season last year was a tough one mentally. You know, I had a lot of injuries, and it's just hard. You know, you're not out there with the team. You work all summer and you know, preseason and the first regular season games, and then you get injured and then you don't play for 7 weeks. So it's what you work for every single season. You want to play, you want to be out there with the guys, and when you're not able to do that, you kind of feel like you're letting them down, and you don't feel so good. So, you know, you learn from that, and I definitely did. That's what happens, and you got to try and figure out a way to come back even stronger.
Well, and you know, your involvement too with the charity True North Youth Foundation too. I mean, even having that outlet has probably been, you know, at least a little bit of a break from everything too, like the day-to-day grind and being involved with a charity like that?
For sure. It's very different, you know, from my job, obviously.
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty good with kids. So, you know, it's fun to go out there every time. You know, they're so happy.
Yeah.
And, you know, all the guys that also go out there, they say the same thing. So, you know, we were at the rink last year for a Q&A with Sarah, and the kids were like screaming and yelling, and you know, you just see that, you know, it does a lot. It changes things, and you can see that the kids are doing well, so it's awesome.
No, and it's so great. And I think, you know, it just speaks well too for the city to have, you know, people like yourself, Nick, involved, and, you know, going forward. And just wondering too, I mean, does it take you back to when you were a kid and excited and just, you know, learning how to skate and learning how to, you know, work with a puck and your first goal, and now playing in the big league in the NHL? You know, who were some of the people, I guess, that when you think about it, really made an impact on you?
Well, it's my parents for sure. There's 100% them. I mean, there's, if I remember correctly, I don't know if it was me or my brother, but one of us didn't want to play anymore because we had to wear a helmet. So I almost wasn't here today, you know, because I didn't want to play with a helmet. But my parents, again, were there for me. They told me to go, and since then I've loved hockey. So.
Wow. If you weren't playing hockey, what would you be?
I'd play soccer. I'm a big sports guy. I used to play soccer from when I was 5 till I was 16.
You know, Winnipeg has a team.
I know. I heard. So, you
Yeah.
know, you never know.
You never know. Oh, well, you know what? We thank you so much, Nick. And you know what? I said it before with Tucker. We need the Stanley Cup back here in Canada. Not putting any pressure on you,
No.
but there's a certain city that, you know, that we would really like the cup to be in.
All right.
And I'm sure you guys do too.
Oh, we definitely do.
Oh, well, we appreciate it, and we thank you too for all of your work with True North Youth Foundation too.
Of course. Thank you.
Thank you.